What's going on, guys? It's Justin over at New England Cappers. Today I'm going to kind of break down the way that I like the lineups looking. I'm also going to kind of show you how to use a couple different tools to how to pick the lineups and Excel spreadsheets, and we're going to kind of go over everything that we can. I'm going to try to not make this video super long. So to start off right away, there's a couple different sites you can use. Number Fire is one of them. Basketball Reference. All those are pretty good. Me personally, I use DFS Army. I recommend it to everybody. No, I'm not paid by them to say that. They truly do break down the stats very well. So to kind of show you what their site looks like, yes, you do have to pay for it, but there is a free, like a $10 trial, I think it is, or for 5 days or something like that. But it is very helpful. So this right here is called the Domination Station. I come here second usually when I'm looking at my lineups. The first place I visit is going to be called their Research Station. So as you guys can see, this is absolutely everybody that's playing today, Monday, November 25th, 2019, all the games. So what it does, kind of explain this to everybody, it shows you the difference in value. As you can see, it kind of went from DK salary, so it went down 300. I actually like that in Whiteside's spot today, but that's not really a lot of this stuff. So I'm going to can be kind of confusing. I mean, there's a lot of information here, so I'm going to kind of show you what to focus on, how to break it down, and how I choose my players. So you come over to here. Thing I do like to start with is basic. Everybody knows highest in value, which I have it already. So all you do is you click here, you would go to sort descending, and that will do it from the highest to the lowest. Whiteside very high in value today. I love his ceiling at 58.9. He's getting 1.56 fantasy points a minute. That's huge. Probably going to be a good play for me today. I'm definitely going to have him in some lineups, especially projected at 45.2. Going down to the second one, I also really like Willie today at 4,600. He's 6.7 times his value. Floor of 22.5, ceiling of 38.8, and fantasy points a minute of 1.18, which is pretty good, and 30.7. So basically, I try to get all my players to have a fantasy point size, like over a minute of over 1. Sometimes it can be hard with smaller slates, but today I think I can manage to do it. There is definitely some good values out there. So if I can manage to do that, I think I'll be in pretty good standing. So to kind of break it down on what I'm going to do for you, so that's what I look at for there. You can look at full season stats, who's hot, everything like that, but I'm going to bring it over to here. Vegas, it's about spreads, over and unders, team totals, green good, red bad, basically. All right, this is what I look at. Consistency. So how many times has Whiteside hit 2 times his value? 99% of the time. Good. He's hitting 4 times 85% of the time. He's hitting 6 times 50% of the time. I love that. 6 times your value. That's huge. So if I want to see who's hitting 6 times their value the most, hit it. 72% Malcolm Brogdon. Good play. I like that. So I'm saying, okay, 72%, that's pretty decent. He's hitting 4 times 90%. All right. Well, let's look at some of those other first things that we looked at for him. Let's look at his minutes. I'm not going to play anybody with less than 25 minutes, especially on tonight's slate. So look at Brogdon right here, 1.28. That passes. I like that. 27.2% usage. I like that. Minutes per game, 31. I like that. Yeah, this could definitely be a play. Fantasy points a minute, 1.26 tonight. Floor of 17, that is kind of low, but look at his ceiling, it's 57. Kind of a big gap there. He's projected at 37.8. With the usage at 27.2, I could see it kind of going up a little bit, but we'll see. But I mean, look at some of these guys that are going to have this 6 times in value that are relatively cheap. I mean, Trae Young, definitely a plus, and his usage is always high, 33.4. Usage is good to look at. Take a quick peek at that. I mean, Giannis, some of your higher guys are going to have really high usage, but you're paying for it. 11.8. I like Trae Young at 9.8. I'm saving 2. He's 54.4. Protection has a higher ceiling tonight, lower floor, lower fantasy points a minute. usage is up there. I don't know. I would probably take Trae Young and save 2,000 on that tonight. I'll say that and Giannis will go off. But yeah, those are a couple things I look at least on this site. Value you can adjust. You can adjust pretty much everything. Pace, team. I mean, you can go through anything you want. Play with it. So basically, I look at those guys. I set aside a lineup that should be up. So this is this right here. So Draymond Green, Jimmy Butler, Gallinari, Al Horford, Whiteside, Brogdon, Sabonis, Stein. I kind of walked through Brogdon and Whiteside had some upper value. Trae Young had some value there, but value at Al, Gallinari, Jimmy Butler, Sabonis. I mean, all these guys, minutes. I mean, they're all high in minutes. I think Willie has a good night tonight. Ceiling floors, still got to work through that, but I can kind of show you guys how to do that if you want. So it's been kind of weird today, to be honest. Some of these aren't clicking, but I'll show you